Do you ever find yourself saying, I make way too much money to be this broke? Watch this video for 3 things you can begin doing today to stop being broke. For the best advice on ditching debt, conquering credit, securing savings, and just overall mastering your money, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I release a video every Tuesday. If you find yourself barely able to make ends meet even though you make good money, by the end of this video, you'll have 3 strategies you can begin implementing today that will give you some much needed wiggle room. I am a certified financial education instructor, and I did these exact things to help me pay off over $200,000 in debt. So let's jump right in. Number 1, tame automatic payments. Automatic bill pay is a good thing in general, but not if you're disorganized and living paycheck to paycheck. The 2 biggest problems with auto pay is that unless you're super organized with your money, it's just really easy to lose track of what's coming and what's going. And unfortunately, that can lead to super expensive overdraft fees. Here's the solution. Instead of allowing companies to automatically deduct money from your account, consider manually setting up payments through your bank's online bill pay system. Number 2, kick overdraft protection to the curb. According to an article on Forbes.com, banks collected over $34 billion in overdraft fees in 2017. Let me repeat that. Banks collected $34 billion in overdraft fees alone in 2017. That's unbelievable, right? At up to $30 a pop, overdraft fees could be what's keeping you broke. Statistics show that people who overdraw their account once are more likely to do it again and again. To avoid this, you can do 2 things. First, I strongly recommend that you remove overdraft protection from your account. If you don't have the money, let the transaction decline. It may be a little embarrassing today, but it could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in the future. Next, another way to solve this problem when it comes to overdraft fees is to always leave what I call a cushion in your checking account. A cushion is just a small amount of money you intentionally leave in your account, and you never ever let your account drop below that amount. If you still find yourself having issues avoiding overdraft fees, then you probably have a bigger problem. You may need to either cut back on your expenses or find a way to increase your income, maybe take on a side hustle. I tend to favor doing both when things are tight. Now, if this is making sense to you, please type money in the comment section. So to help really bring this home for you, I created a free guide to go along with this video. It's titled 5 Surprising Reasons Why You Live Paycheck to Paycheck. All you have to do is click on the link below and I'll email it right over to you. Number 3, the 3rd thing you can do to stop being broke is to choose paper over plastic. And no, I'm not talking about grocery bags. I'm actually talking about using cash over credit and debit cards. Studies show that we tend to spend 12 to 18% more when we're using plastic instead of cash. And it's just because that we don't feel the immediate impact when you spend with credit like we do when we spend with cash. That's it, it's psychological. When you spend cash, it physically leaves your possession, so you actually feel and see a loss. Now, when you use a card, it could be debit or credit, you actually get to put that card right back in your purse or wallet. You really don't feel or see the money leaving you at that point. So here's a solution for you. Choose a few spending categories where you're going to only use cash. I usually use cash for groceries, clothing, and or spending money. You may want to do the same. Now, I use the cash envelope system to manage my money. And if you want a more in-depth look into how I use the cash envelope system, it's in that guide I mentioned earlier. So just make sure you're downloading it and you'll get to see how I use the cash envelope system. So now you know 3 things you can begin doing today that will give you some much needed wiggle room in your finances. Again, if you want to know more things you can begin implementing, I created a guide that dives even deeper into this topic. All you have to do is click on the link below to grab your copy. Now, if you liked this video, please let me know by subscribing and liking it below. Also, comment below and tell me which one of these strategies you'll implement this week. See you next time.